no joke. That is so hard, so much harder than running on a treadmill indoors. And I applaud the people who have been running outdoors. You see, I've been using a treadmill for like 4 or 5 years now, and so I had no reason to run outdoors. Like, I have this treadmill, might as well use it, right? But it recently broke. Maybe I broke. I don't know. It's not working. So I'm having to run outdoors, and it is so hard. But I'm also so glad that I guess my treadmill did break, because it has forced me to run outdoors, and it's been one of the best habits that I've started in a really long time. You know, and as I was running, actually, I started thinking, like, what other habits have I been missing out on or not been doing that I need to be doing? And what habits that I used to do that I need to pick up again? Because there's a lot of things I know I used to enjoy and that used to actually make me happy and feel good that I quit doing, and I don't even know why. You know, habits are really weird. We can pick them up or quit doing them and sometimes not even realize it. I actually looked up the definition of a habit. So the definition of a habit is a routine or behavior that regularly is repeated and tends to be subconscious. We don't even know that it's happening, or we don't even know we are doing it until we actually stop to realize, hey, we're doing this, or hey, why haven't I been doing this in a while? You know, when I was forced to start running outdoors, I just started doing it, and then after a couple weeks go by, I'm like, this has become my norm, and I didn't even really notice. I didn't like even miss my treadmill. So yeah, that really did get me thinking, like, what other little habits can I implement in my life that can help me grow and evolve and be a better person? And years on down the road, I can look back and be like, I'm glad I started that. On the same hand, what habits can I drop and kick that don't serve me anymore? I just killed a spider! What the heck? I'm terrified of spiders. I just looked over, there's a spider right there. What the? I'm back. So like I was saying, what was I saying? Habits. Habit I want to start doing besides running outdoors, because I'm definitely going to keep that up because I feel so much better. And before I get into these habits that I want to do, and maybe I can inspire you to pick up your own little habits, but I'm not looking to do anything major or big. I'm just looking like little things I can implement in my life and not put too much pressure on myself. Just small little things that can hopefully in the long run make me a better person. So one of the things besides running outdoors is I want to start blocking out time in my day and my weeks to focus on things that matter to me and things that I am passionate about and skills I want to learn. And I've always been somebody who just kind of goes and just does things here and there. I never actually scheduled time to do things. And I really found that, well, I've read that if you do that and you actually put something down at a certain time to do something, or a certain day of the week to do something, then you're more likely to get it done if it's scheduled and it's put out and like you have time set aside for it. So I think if I can just start implementing that, then maybe I can actually start learning the things I want to learn, the skills I want to learn, and actually start using them, doing them, and hopefully one day monetize them. And there are some things that I've done in the past that I didn't regularly do, that they didn't really become a habit. And they say that habits really form when you do them like 21 days consistently. And I can see that, I believe that, but I also feel like you've got to be committed to it. Like, if you're not feeling it, if it doesn't do anything for you or excite you or make you happy, or if it doesn't serve you, then it's really not going to stick. And there are some things that I wish would have stuck that just didn't, and I'm going to revisit those things. A couple of those things: meditation. Meditation really, really helped me in a time of need. I'm someone who struggles with anxiety. So when I would have panic attacks or just intrusive thoughts and stuff like that, or stuff going on in my life that just kind of set me on edge, I would meditate. And I would do it, just not regularly. And I really want to start doing it regularly, because when I look back and think back, it really did help me so much. It made me feel so much better. It made my mind at ease. It made things more clear. And I feel like I was more intentional about my days when I meditated. If you haven't meditated, I definitely recommend it. It is very easy to get into. You don't need a lot of time. I started with 5 minutes and then I gradually worked up to like 15. That's about as long as I went, and that's, I feel like a really good time. I know some people do 30 minutes, some people do an hour, which is crazy, but I mean, maybe one day I'll get there. But I feel like 15 minutes is a good starting point for me since I've done it before. All you need is a quiet place, lay down or sit up, you know, back straight, cross your legs, whatever, and put some music on in the background, some calming music, no words, just like instrumental or whatever, calming. Maybe light some candles, set the mood, you're good to go. Also, this kind of goes hand in hand with meditating, but getting out in nature. Maybe I don't do it as much as I used to because it's so hot right now, it's the summertime, but back in the winter, I was getting outside almost every day, going to a park, just really immersing myself in nature, and it felt amazing. It's basically like meditating, but not. But it's so true when they say nature heals, because it really does. I promise you, if you just get outside for 30 minutes, not just outdoors like in the city, like get around some nature, go hike, go to the beach, go to the mountain, do whatever you can. Find some greenery, some water, something. Get out in nature, immerse yourself in it, and you will definitely feel yourself changing. You will, and like don't bring music, just bring yourself. Listen to the sounds of nature, see nature, and embrace it as it is. It really helped me like meditating did in a time where I really needed it, and I want to get back to it just because how good it made me feel. And I mean, nature's beautiful, so I mean, that's just a plus. I mean, take a camera and take some pictures, frame them, whatever, man. That's what I like doing. You can even take a book. And that kind of leads me into my next thing. I want to get back to reading. I used to loathe reading. I hated it. You give me a book, I'm not gonna touch it. But now, I love reading. Fiction, nonfiction, I love stories, I love learning, I love to learn new things. Anything goes when it comes to reading with me. So I really don't know why I quit reading. Maybe it's because I'm not working right now, so I'm not really trying to spend money on new books and whatnot. But before I stopped, when I was still working, I was really trying to build up my library. I was buying book after book after book. Like I would read one, finish it, buy another, read it, finish it, buy another. I was going. And I missed that. So I'm still, not working right now, so it's kind of hard to just go buy. But I'm definitely gonna start getting back into books. Maybe I can find some on sale, used books somewhere, something. But it's weird. It's weird how you can hate one thing when you're younger, and then as you get older, you love it, and you wonder why you ever didn't do it and why you're not doing more of it. I guess that's the power of getting older, and growing up and learning things and changing and evolving. And we should definitely embrace change more, because we can't always stay the same. We shouldn't stay the same. We should grow. That's what life's all about. And I'm happy I'm not the person I used to be. And I am happy with the way things are going. And I hope if I start implementing these things into my life, and I hope I can look back in a year or two from now and be like, thank God I did that. Thank God I stayed consistent. And thank God I decided to make a change. Now this last one is kind of big for me and a little scary, but it's stepping out of my comfort zone. Now I know I said I want to implement little things, and you can implement little things when stepping out of your comfort zone. You don't have to go all out the first time. You can take baby steps, and that's what I plan on doing. Maybe not every day doing something out of my comfort zone, but at least once a week, just to start building up my confidence and saying no to fear, because I'm tired of letting fear rule my life, and I am ready to be the confident, outgoing, fearless person that I inspired to be. And then sooner or later, who knows, maybe I'm jumping out of planes, maybe I'm skydiving. That's the same thing, isn't it? But you get it. Maybe in a couple years, maybe not even that long, maybe I'm doing some lavish, awesome things. Now there are some habits that I want to kick that just don't serve me anymore. And I'm not perfect. Everybody has some things that we could probably do without in our life. So these things are just kind of specific to me, I guess, but maybe you're partaking in these as well and you want to stop. I definitely think it's easier to start a habit than it is to kick a habit. but I know it's also possible to kick habits and get them out of your life. But there are little things in my life that I want to get rid of because they just don't do anything for me anymore. And the first one is I want to stop sleeping in. I know that sounds weird. I know it sounds like not even a habit, but to me it is. I'm a morning person, and when I sleep in, I feel like my day is wasted, my day is ruined. I feel like I've missed so much of it. And I just know that if I could wake up between like 6 and 7 instead of like 8 or 9, that I can have so much more of my day and I can get so much more done. So another one is screen time, and not really my phone because I'm pretty good with that, but like TV and stuff. I really feel like I watch too much TV, and I don't really like it. TV is a time waster, and sometimes I'll just sit down to watch like a 30-minute show or something. Next thing you know, I've been watching for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I just feel bad and guilty. I don't know why, it's weird, but it's just something that I want to stop doing so much of and cut out of my life. It just doesn't serve me. It takes away time from filming videos or reading books or getting outside or meditating. You know, it just takes away from the things that I should be doing. So I know if I can start doing habits that I want to do, like I said earlier, then I know there won't be any room for the TV. So they kind of go hand in hand, and that one should be probably the easiest out of them to kick. So the last thing I'm trying to get out of my life is probably going to be the hardest one out of them all, and it's overthinking. Like I said earlier, I have anxiety, and with that comes overthinking, and then the overthinking gives me anxiety, the anxiety gives me overthinking, and it's just, it's a nightmare sometimes. And especially, I'm one of those people when I'm faced with like 2 decisions, and they're both good decisions, like you can't go wrong with either. I like freeze up, I get overwhelmed, and I don't know what to do, and then I end up doing neither of them. It sucks so bad. I wish I was one of those people who could just make a decision and go, and if it didn't work out, adjust and do the other thing. But I'm not. But I know I can be. Just because I'm not that yet doesn't mean I can't be. I know I will, it's just gonna take time. I know this is gonna be the hardest one yet, but I also know I can do it. It's all a mindset. It's all a mindset, and I know I got this. So guys, these are just habits that are specific to me, the ones I wanna start, ones I wanna kick. Comment down below if there's a habit that you wanna start or a habit that you wanna kick, and I will see you in the next video.